Sometimes that is better.
Hey guys. We have a very rare occasion that we have to celebrate.
What?
Oh, what's
What
that?
is it?
Charlie actually went and saw a movie that released in the same year. This is very rare. He's
What?
done it like 3 times now. Usually he has to wait at
Wait.
least 10 years for it to be, an antique before he'll finally watch a movie.
So wait a minute. Charlie went to go see a movie that was released. So for example, Charlie went to go see a movie released in what is this year? 2023.
Yeah. He's seen a few movies in 2023 now.
I did.
But we've all seen this movie in 2023, and it's been a few weeks since it came out with the release of this
Oh.
episode. But
Is it what I think you're
I
thinking of?
feel like we all need to acknowledge
Cocaine Bear.
Evil Dead Rise.
Oh yes,
I did.
Evil Dead Rise.
I took the wife to see Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, how
No,
did
we
Jackie
I
like
don't want
Evil
to
Dead
spoil
Rise?
anything for anyone.
No, I'm
No,
not
no,
spoiling.
this-
I'm just
we're-
curious.
We're not going to talk about
Did we
the
get
movie.
Jackie's stamp of approval?
She goes, I don't think I've seen that type of horror movie in a very, very long time.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
She was not. Neither of us were expecting what we got.
Oh,
I loved it, and as I told Nate, I messaged Nate that I went to not our normal theater. We have like a normal theater that's done upgrades, high def, all sorts of stuff. But there's a small local one that is a lot closer to me. And they have like 6 screens.
Mm.
So I wanted to go there. It was quicker for us to get there. Didn't spend all day driving. I hate driving hour there, hour back.
Ugh.
And
Oof.
I watched the movie and it was amazing. And I came back and I messaged Nate going, hey, how high def was the movie for you? And he goes, well, it was pretty high def, but it was very dark. I went, my theater had grain to it. And I absolutely adored watching this movie as if I was back in time at an older theater or like a VHS on blown up television. This had enough. I could see everything that was going on. I do want to see it in high def, but let me tell you something. It added something to this movie. Watching it
I
with
bet.
grain,
I'm very jealous.
like a dirtiness or
it was
Yeah.
it was like you know how blacks are really, really black now. It had this like, haze to it almost. And this is not detracting. I'm sure like, they were playing Mario. I'm sure that looks great on their screens, but a very, very dark movie that isn't set up for the newer digital, like, whatever new
Well,
technology
they probably
is
have
out.
old projectors and an old projector type screen.
That's what I'm
so
thinking
it probably
it
all
is.
played into it.
Dude,
was this shot on 35 millimeter?
I don't know. I'd have to
I
look
don't
into
think
it.
it was, but it felt like it when I watched it.
Okay.
And I adored it. And as Nate goes, yes, I'm keeping up. I also watched Renfield in theaters this weekend.
I
He
hate you
beat
so
us
much.
to Renfield.
I
He-
beat you guys to Renfield. And
I'm hoping
I-
Sunday.
I loved it. I loved it. It again, another movie that I didn't know what to expect when I watched it and went, yes, please, more.
Excellent. Yeah, I've watched
so-
no trailers. I just know Nick Cage is in it.
Yep.
And the title
Well,
Renfield leads me to believe that it's not necessarily about Dracula. So
Right.
that's all I need to know.
That's not a spoiler.
Nope.
It's about Renfield.
Yep.
So
Great.
it's amazing. And I love Nicholas Hoult. He's one of my war boys
Yeah.
from Fury Road.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Beast and all this stuff. So I was down to go. So I went with my buddy Seth to watch it. And then because Jackie's like, don't you dare watch Evil Dead Rise without me.
Oh.
And it was, as everyone's hearing, it's our anniversary week as we're
Yeah.
recording.
Oh.
And so I took her for our anniversary while the kids were in school, free babysitters.
Suckers.
And
Take that, tax dollars.
it was awesome. And I found a vintage 1990s movie poster. They had a ton of movie posters out on a card table out in the hallway.
Oh, neat.
It's an old
in the
mall.
theater. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like down the hall, in the
Yeah.
mall. And
Oh,
I was just
okay.
flipping through it, and I'm like, good God, how many Black Adam freaking posters did they get?
No
I
one went
start
and saw that
digging.
movie.
No one did.
Yeah,
I got about 3/4 of the way, and I found a Fire Down Below Steven Seagal action
Oh,
movie,
cool.
legit, like two-sided. You know how it would, the same image is on the back, so when the light shines through it, it
Mhm.
looks
Well,
translucent.
fun fact:
Fully.
that theater has been trying to get rid of that Fire Down Below poster
I
since the
was
movie came out,
also thinking
and
that
no
as
one has
well.
taken it.
You
I
get a stack
was
of Black Adams, and you come to Fire Down Below.
so
That also
I
sounds like a venereal disease.
yeah, I know we got a movie to talk about, but I got talking to the owner of the theater there because
Yeah.
it's in this mall, and come to find out he owned, it's the same theater I used to go to in a different mall not
Aw.
too far away. Because I told him, I was like, yeah, I used to go to the Richlands one all the time. He goes, yeah, it's this one. We moved over here when
Oh, how
everyone else
cool.
moved. So more than likely that poster made it through the trip.
That means it made the trip too. Wow.
Hey, and it's not folded. It didn't have very many like.
Well, you
know,
can't
rips.
fold
not
Steven
fold-
Seagal.
You
Come
can't.
on.
Steven Seagal's unfoldable. So yeah, that was my week of movie watching. So
Nice.
it was pretty
So-
fun.
So does Evil Dead Rise have Pete's stamp of approval?
It does, absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a bloody mess, and it was
Oh, God.
wonderful. The acting, I was shocked at how good
Oh,
this acting cast is. They're amazing, and I'm not spoiling this.
no.
No,
Nothing.
I-
No,
It's
this is
paining
a
me that we
marvelous
can't
film.
talk about it
It
in
is
depth.
so. It is.
But
It
that
has
time
the
will
Evil
come.
Dead stamp of approval. It is.
Yes.
It's
It
scary.
fits.
It's
It-
gory. The acting's great. It fits. It's great.
It fits. It fixes the timeline. It does
Yeah, a little
everything
bit.
you
Yep.
want.
Yep.
So
I-
I think it's great.
So I saw it at a single screen theater here in Columbus, a little place up just down the road from me called Studio 35.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
nice.
Studio 35.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure you both, Charlie,
Popcorn and
you live here.
M&Ms.
Yeah, popcorn M&Ms. That was my theater in college because I could take the bus up there, and it would drop me off. And it was a shithole when I was there in college, but it's under new management, and they've gutted the place. Sadly, the Miss Pac-Man is gone. They've got a multicade there now.
Yeah,
And they did take the pinball machine out of there too, and that also makes me very sad. But
that's
they have one of the finest draft menus in town. It's
nice.
and they rotate those handles heavily, so there's always something brand new on that. You go week to week, there's always something new on tap. And they've got a delightful pizza joint 2 doors down that you can just order from, and they'll bring it right to you.
Good deal.
I remember smoking cigarettes in the theater, watching it on these rickety, almost like folding chairs.
Yeah.
I sat in the seats this time, and I went, "Whoa, is this thing broken?" Because it reclined a little bit.
It
wasn't.
hugged you ever
It
so
did.
slightly.
It did. It gave me a nice little warm hug.
They were
And-
always like those old like stadium seating from
Yeah.
like small like little league or even
Oh,
minor
God,
league
those things were
baseball things.
terrible.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
awful. And they
With-
had tables every once in a while. 'Cause
Yeah.
you could always order food and bring it into the theater.
Yep.
And you could rest your beers and your food, of course, on the tables.
Mhm.
And those are still there toward the back. But it's the sound system. Wow, have they done a lot of work on that sound system? Because even
Yeah.
when they renovated the first time, the sound system was still pretty janky. But
Mhm.
now it is. I didn't wear earplugs, and I could hear everything fine. It wasn't too loud. It wasn't too quiet.
That's how
And
mine
it
was. Like
it was crisp.
I think if
I-
anything, they still have updated sound at the one I went
Yeah,
to
I-
because dude, when the lows hit, the lows hit,
Yeah.
and when the
Oh,
highs
yeah,
hit,
like
the
that's
highs
the
hit.
thing. Like
Yeah,
and you don't
horror's
need to
all
crank
about
it. Like,
good sound.
I think a lot of theaters that crank their sound have poor sound.
they're
So they're trying to
compensating with
compensating
loudness.
it. It's like the guy driving the Camaro. He's
It's
compensating
it's
for
the
something.
it's the Man of War complex. It
Oh, yeah,
doesn't have
it's-
to sound good. It's just got to be the
gotta be
loudest.
loud. And this
Yeah, it's
didn't.
those
And
local
this was-
bands that don't understand. Like, you know what? You can just turn it down a little bit, and you'll sound better. Just because
It'll
you're loud
sound
doesn't mean you're gonna
way
be good.
better. What'd you think, Nate?
I text Charlie. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because he had not seen it at the moment.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's a loving tribute to the Evil Dead series as a whole.
Agreed. It had
Yeah.
some callbacks, but it didn't wink at the camera really. It was really a throwaway line that didn't
And
didn't distract you too much from what was going on.
one of my, I enjoy the 2013 remake. I think it's a great remake.
I loved it.
You know,
I watched it right before I saw this. Shocked how good it was.
yeah,
I was
right. Really good.
was. I don't know why I was so cold
It's
on it
sadistic.
when it came out.
My only complaint with that movie
Yeah.
is the Deadites don't have much of a personality as far as taunting you like
Right.
they do in the
In this
originals.
one or in the remake?
In the 2013 remake.
Okay, yes, I
And
agree.
then that the main characters all kind of feel like a CW character, kind of like the
Ugh.
complaint we had with Hellraiser.
Yep.
Well, with our 2000 movies, the CW cast
Yeah,
in
so
horror movies.
They're very pretty, and I don't like any of them.
I felt Rise fixed those two complaints.
Agreed.
100%.
Completely.
100%.
So, and I've been seeing people comparing the two. It's like, just be
No.
happy we got
Just
more
be happy
Evil
with
Dead.
what you got.
Like, why is that not allowed? Just be more happy
Yeah.
that we have more Evil Dead and that this movie is doing very well,
And a bitchin' one
and
at
that
This is
we
great.
are probably going to get another one in 2 to 3 years.
Mhm.
Yeah. We'll,
Like they've
we'll
already
start getting
stated
more.
that they're working on like a Bible for the Necronomicon of like
Oh.
what the rules are, and the plan is to
Well,
start churning these things out.
Okay, there's a little bit of a problem with setting up rules for the Necronomicon and the Deadites at that, because every single movie, including the television show, bends those rules
Well, it does,
generously.
but with where they're taking with what they did in Rise, 'cause
Okay.
I'm not spoiling anything.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
There is going to be a purpose,
Okay,
basically,
all right.
and I'm very excited for what they're
An
what they're planning.
overarch of the storyline.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
guys. Well, I feel like you guys are also. Well, it's fun to be talking about this. You're filling time on my favorite monster movie.
All right, so I don't know what you're talking
Whoa.
about. I was just
Whoa.
thinking that maybe the first hour of the podcast,
The
nothing
hour.
happens.
Could be Evil Dead Rise, and the last 20 can be
In the last,
Deepstar
25 minutes, we could probably talk about Deepstar 6. But, that first hour, we could kind of
No.
just hang out like they do. And,
No.
I mean,
No.
you don't get to really know who anyone is in that first hour. You don't
Oh
really
my
Are you
gosh.
care.
serious?
No.
What? No, you know what? No, we're playing the trailer. You guys have
Okay,
talked
play the
enough,
trailer. Yeah.
and then
Play
we're
the
talking
trailer.
Deepstar
Yeah.
6.
Below the surface of the sea, far, far below, in impenetrable darkness, at unimaginable pressure, no form of life we know could possibly exist. Here, there is only silence. And the crew of Deepstar Six.
6 months at the bottom of the ocean. It's more than I bargained for.
They are explorers.
Let's bring it aboard and get the hell out of here. What's the matter? You gonna let a few ugly fish scare you?
They are invaders.
Okay, boys and girls, don't try this at home.
In a world which no human being has ever entered.
Sonar contact.
Down here? I'd like to go out and take a look.
Contact closing. 300 meters.
The hell is that?
250.
Look at that mother.
200 meters. 150 meters.
I think we're in big trouble, boss.
100 meters. Get the hell out of here.
Now, they are about to make a startling discovery. Not all aliens come from space. Deepstar Six.
You're gonna have to go back down there.
How did they kill half our crew?
Damn it, there's something in the...
Save your last breath to scream.
Mayday! Deepstar Six!
From the creator of Friday the 13th, Deepstar Six.
Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear us? Mayday!
Well, that movie
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. It's an amazing movie.
I mean, that movie sounds cool.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
All those sounds are in the movie we watched.
They
Joe.
are.
right,
They
so-
really are.
so- We already did my love letter to creature movies.
Yep.
Yes.
So this time it was Charlie's pick.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's hear Charlie's defense.
I would say
So-
defense. Just
Oh,
No,
no,
you're
no. We're going to, you know what? As a lawyer, I
present
will
your
let
case.
him- yeah.
I have an opening statement
Please do.
that this movie's near and dear to me, and because of that, every bad thing you say to me, I'm going to take as a personal attack about this movie. And I will fight you. And seeing as how I outweigh both of you,
Objection, Your
Yeah.
Honor.
Yeah.
oh,
think
I am being aggressive. That is totally fine. Let the court know
This
that
is a kangaroo court already.
that I am full of aggression, and I will take this as
Overruled.
as an act of war.
Oh.
If you besmirch the good name of Deepstar Six for me.
Okay.
It
Okay.
definitely has a name.
Yeah.
The line in the sand has been drawn. So
This
let's
has been
move-
drawn.
Yes,
You shall
let's-
go no further.
Let's move forward. So, Charlie, what is your history behind this? It sounds like you have clearly a love affair with this film.
I do. I've alluded to this before. We've talked about doing this movie for a long time, and this is my very first R-rated monster movie that I ever watched.
In the
I-
theater, or did you rent this one?
No, my dad. This is
Okay,
another one
okay.
that Dad let me watch. Because this was '89. I'd have been 9 years old. There's
Okay.
no way I'm getting away with
Right.
that. So I grew up watching Godzilla,
Mm-hmm.
Rodan, Gamera, that stuff. I had this infatuation with monster movies and monsters in general. And Dad saw that. And I was probably about, I'd say 13 when Dad finally went, yeah, we're gonna watch Deepstar Six. And I can tell why looking back now, going, yeah, there's really nothing super bad in this movie. There's some
Yeah.
for 13 years old, the gore sticks with you, and the scary moments stick with you for a long time. But there's no nudity,
Nope.
not a ton of language.
Not really.
Not really. I mean, it is
but it is-
R-rated.
It is R. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's-
like a very PG-13
Mhm.
R-rated.
The gore's really what pushes it
Yeah, I
over the
think so.
line.
Yeah.
But this was one of those that Dad introduced me to, and Dad had a strange thing where he didn't like horror movies, but creature movies were a little bit different.
Okay.
And this was my gateway into
Mhm.
these type of movies, because as we'll talk about, this movie also was up against the Year of the Sea Monster in
Yes.
1989.
What
what
was in the water that made people make so
I-
many? You
yeah,
see what I
'cause
said there?
this wasn't like everyone was trying to copy everyone. This one was being written the same time as The
This
Abyss,
is the abyss. Yeah.
and James Cameron was like, guys, push off. You guys don't want to compete against me,
you don't.
and they
I'm
still
James
went
Cameron.
ahead. Yeah,
Well, as
they-
arrogant as that is, he was right.
he
No,
was right,
he
and
was
even the people that are in
100%
this
right.
movie even admit, like, if they'd have waited a year
Yeah.
to let this, because they were also up against Leviathan,
Leviathan.
which is probably the more popular of the
Yeah.
gory, scary
Yeah.
monster movie. Lords of the Deep, I think, came out
Yep.
around this time.
Yep.
We're right at the beginning of '90. I can't remember
Mhm.
which. And The Abyss was the big budget blockbuster. It wasn't an underwater monster movie.
Not
though.
really.
It was a drama,
Sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi drama. Yep.
sci-fi drama.
Adventure, sort of.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I like the concepts in Abyss. I've seen it a few times,
And
but
it was
I'd rather
beautiful. The CG was
the
beautiful.
effects.
Unlike
it's
anyone
James Cameron.
any scene. Yeah, it was wonderful
Yeah.
at that time.
No, totally worth watching. Worth your time.
Yes.
It's just not a monster movie like if you've only seen Leviathan or Deepstar Six.
Agreed.
So yeah, it was up against a lot,
It's a heavy
even
competition.
though it was first.
Mhm.
This one came out before all the others. But it was also the smaller of all the budgets.
Okay.
But it had Cunningham helming this, which is Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
It had pedigree behind him. They had known actors. The guy, McBride is the guy from My Two Dads. He was in the TV show BJ and the Bear, which was like his
Is
big
there a
thing.
bear in this?
No, you just want the BJ, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually like both.
Yeah.
You like BJs
Okay.
from Bears?
Hey, man, what you do with the honey is up to you. All right.
Cocaine.
Oh yeah, they're into that now too.
Yeah.
Did you ever-
This
you ever
had
suck dick from marijuana? Oh, wait, you can cut that out.
no.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it
Suck
had
for
also had
cocaine.
Miguel Ferreira, which a lot of people knew him from RoboCop.
Yeah.
You know, it
Piece
had
of shit.
Bob Morton was fine. Okay, Bob Morton made a mistake, and it's time to erase that mistake. And they did that in Deepstar Six.
Oh, Snyder, you dick.
He dumped the whole bottle of white out on that one.
What the hell? Yes.
So I have more to my story, but I don't want to show my cards on that one until we
Okay,
get closer
all
to
right.
the end.
So, Pete,
So-
was this your first time watching it?
This is my first time watch. Now, this would have been something that I would have gone to the theater to see, but I'm not sure why I didn't. I know I saw The Abyss in the theater, but this one and Leviathan, even From the Deep, what was it?
Lords of the Deep.
Thank you, Lords of the Deep.
Yeah.
I saw none of those in the theater, and I'm not real sure why. It didn't either come to the local theater that I was close to, and that was I wasn't quite old enough to drive by myself to go see stuff, so I would have had to either been dropped off in Lima or Findlay to go see a movie,
Mhm.
or mom and dad would have had to join me for said film. So, yeah, it was a weird time in my life where going to see a movie in the theater was a little tough. And once it came out on VHS, things were a lot easier, but I was interested in other kinds of horror, I suppose, at the time. This was a fad for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
there were half a dozen underwater monster-ish
Oh, this
movies,
kept going. Yeah.
right, for a
Yeah.
while, and it got kind of like superhero movies. Like, I'm bored of this
Mhm.
stuff. Let's move on to the next whatever it might be.
Right.
So yeah, this is a first time watch, and I suppose that's all I got. First time watch. How about you,
Okay.
Nate?
Yeah, I have never heard of this movie whatsoever
You
until
ever heard of
Charlie
it? The
kept
poster's
talking about it.
iconic. I will have to say, this is an unmistakable. If you would
Even the poster
this-
doesn't ring a bell to me. I like it.
really,
Yeah, but like until Charlie started talking about Deepstar 6 like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. You know.
huh?
In my defense, I don't like ocean movies, like except for
Oh,
Jaws. Like
That's weird.
I've never seen The Abyss. Have no desire to, honestly.
Right.
Even though it's James Cameron, like I just
It's
something
one you
about
can
it
miss.
just doesn't.
It's pretty good
Appeal to
sci-fi,
me?
and it's good sci-fi. But it's
Yeah.
If
it's
it's
sci-fi
maybe
more
I'll
than it
give
is
a
action,
chance,
more than it is monsters. It is sci-fi.
which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
It's just something about an ocean setting that just like like Leviathan. I remember watching a little bit of that and just turning it off. You know, like
Oh God. Wow.
Virus was never for me. Deep Rising, like all those movies
Oh,
that take
Deep
place
God,
on
I
the
love
sea,
those.
like they
Leviathan.
just
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
pretty
do
good.
anything for me.
How?
And
They're awesome creature features.
I just for whatever reason the ocean in me like now I did like Underwater, that one that came out like 2 years ago.
Now, see,
with
I need to
Kristen
watch
Stewart.
that. I haven't
think I've
seen
seen
that one
that.
yet.
Yeah, like that
Um,
one really impressed
yeah.
me, especially with some of the reveals it had. I was like, oh,
I-
cool.
I've heard it likened to like watching things like Deepstar Six and Leviathan. Like it's kind of a little bit of a throwback homage in that movie. So I need to watch it.
No, it's. I think that one was worth the time.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a guy that doesn't watch ocean movies, so that should be taken considered for something. I'm kind of with Pete. Like that's kind of all I've got.
No, that's fine. Pete
I
brought
do
up
look
something.
forward to Charlie beating me up later.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
These are going to be personal attacks on him, his character,
That's right.
everything he stands for, his beliefs,
family,
Yeah.
his
children's
family,
children,
yeah,
his ancestors,
his grandma,
place he grew
grandpa,
up.
the hometown.
I figured I'd warn you now. I mean,
All of
I'm
Appalachia.
trying. There you go, Pete. I'm trying
said it
to
right
be
that time.
fair. You did.
His family in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm going for blood.
Yeah. See, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh God, man. I'm just
Now,
gonna mute
I-
Nate now. and we're
I'm
done.
leaning more towards Charlie than Nate at this point.
It
So
took me 3 days to finish the movie.
yes, it did.
I don't understand this.
It's under 90 minutes, isn't it?
I know.
Hey,
That's
sit
so
down and watch a
weird.
damn movie.
And then I fell asleep about the 47-minute mark, the first go round. And I went, well, maybe I missed something. No, I did not. I missed absolutely nothing because the damn monster doesn't show up for an hour and
An
3
hour,
minutes.
right?
Yeah.
Because even at an hour, I paused it, went, please just give me my monster already. We went from watching Trimmers, which was monster right out the gate, to where I started to think Charlie pranked us.
Nope.
And that this was not a movie about a monster at all. I legit thought that because I didn't look at any pictures and the cover art didn't have a monster on it. And then I was thinking, well, this is from the guy that did Friday the 13th. So I thought we were going to get Friday the 13th kills, but with a monster. So I was super hyped coming in.
Yeah.
And then that didn't happen. And I legit thought Charlie was pranking us.
Not even a little bit.
I was shocked.
So,
Yeah.
Jaws didn't show up in that movie till an
Yeah.
hour
No,
21,
But
right?
it's so damn entertaining.
Right. So's Deepstar 6.
Please enlighten us.
Oh. Well, I can, because
Yeah. You have to be the driving force. Trust me.
All
If
right.
I had keys on me, I'd be jingling them and then tossing them your way like they're yours. Just go off. You don't want me driving this ship today.
You've
Trust
driven
me.
me to drink. Give me a second. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna get a beer.
Okay, get a beer, Pete. We're good.
I'm actually going to
keep
be like
talking.
Snyder and just jump on whatever the nearest escape pod is and ride this baby out.
So I've owned this movie on DVD for a long time, which is the weird still 4.4 to 3
Right?
ratio aspect.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna say. I think I even texted you guys about
Yeah,
that.
you
That
showed
was,
I had
me
to
the picture.
I was
buy
real disappointed in seeing that.
I had to buy the standard edition on Amazon Prime because it was only $6. I was like, it's whatever. I'll throw $6 at this.
I
This
got
is
it from the
everything.
library for free, bitches.
All right. Well, Charlie owes me $6. Put that down. You still owe me $4 for Cutie Honey. At this point, that's $10. I can buy a really good movie for that.
Yeah. Sure.
Wait, no, it wasn't Cutie Honey. It was Robo Geisha that I rented for $4. All right,
Oh,
so
that's
Pete
right.
owes me $4 for that. You owe me
All right.
$6. I'm not including tax, so I'm not going to make it $11.
Well, Pete owes
You're
me
lucky.
4, so I only owe you 2, because I also had to
Technically,
get
yeah.
Robo-Geisha.
This podcasting is getting expensive, guys.
It does. It does at times.
Well, speaking of which, I
the movie-
decided. Go ahead.
I was just shocked that
I
the
thought I
movie-
had the keys.
Well,
I don't know.
almost. Then you got them. Because we're still in this 4x3 Zack Snyder Justice League
Right.
ratio.
That's where I was going.
That way,
I was
Deepstar
driving down
6
that road.
could look like Batman as big as, or whatever his bullshit reason was for that terrible ratio. The movie's filmed in 1989, but it looked like it was made in 1979. And that really blew my mind on how that was possible.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It was 1 year away from 1990, dude.
I know. Yeah. Filmed in 1988, but that's cool. Yeah. Came out in 89.
All right. You're all right.
But-
Keys are yours. You're back.
I got the keys back. I'm back in the driver's
Yep.
seat.
Mhm.
So anyway, I have owned the DVD that is that 4 to 3
Mhm.
ratio. That's how I've only ever seen it the entire time I've ever watched this movie, known about this movie. Knowing we were getting ready to do this, I ordered the Blu-ray, which I found out was a Kino release.
Oh,
So I got the Kino Blu-ray of Deepstar 6, and I got it in glorious widescreen. Like, I want to tell you guys, I've never experienced this movie like I did last night watching
Nice.
this. The picture was crystal clear. It fixed so much of not being
Oh,
able to see
thank
some of
goodness.
the stuff.
Oh, that's good.
I literally fell in love with this movie all over again. I could actually appreciate all of the special effects, the miniature work, which there is a ton of in this movie.
There's some
yes.
great miniature work with this, I will say.
I adore everything, which is what blows my mind on how you could be bored in the first hour, because this does establish all of the characters and their purpose and what they are doing in this movie. Like, I know everyone's backstory from this first hour. I
They
know
just
exactly
all
who
have
they
such
are.
a boring backstory for me.
What? I
Like,
don't need
just
to
all
know
of
where they
them, I
went to
was just like,
school.
I don't care. Like,
You need
when
to
they
know
all
that.
started to work together when shit hit the fan, that's when I started to care. I was like, maybe that's how this movie should have started.
No, you
Instead,
got
it was like, I'm pregnant. Why didn't you tell me? I don't know, McBride. I feel like I never need to tell you nothing. You should
Right.
always tell me everything. And then, like, the guiding light came on, and then, like, they were trying to sell me a soap or something, like whatever
So,
those soap operas do.
that she didn't tell him because he was distancing himself from her because she was the next like big thing in the Navy. She was going to be like the poster girl. She was like the ace that who the Navy was going to like promote up because she was like top class. And so McBride's like, I can't compete with that. I'm done. So he distanced himself. So she didn't tell him
you
about
poor
the
little
baby.
boy can't compete with a big
Oh,
girl.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
I mean, that's
little girl got her degree and she real smart. I can't have that. I'm McBride.
I'm sorry,
Right.
Charlie. I'm closer to you than I'm Nate.
no. McBride knew what his job was. He knew what he did. He's just going to go back, wait for his next job that pops up. And that's what I'm going to go do. This is all I do. She's career Navy. So, and, you know, they're under the, it was a
I was
relationship
really
of
hoping
convenience.
you were going to say they're under the sea.
No.
I thought you were teeing it up. I was like, oh, here we go.
No, they didn't play Kiss the Girl as it got going. But it was a relationship of convenience. You know, it was there. Obviously, it happened kind of early. They've only been under there 6 months and they already got a heartbeat. So, you know, they jumped in the sheets pretty quick, apparently, in this. You know, Nate, it's not exactly 9 months. You do know that, right?
Yep.
Okay. There's some time before that. But no, you get that Snyder is good at his job, but that it's very direct what you have to tell him to
So,
do.
yeah, he's a very literal human being.
He's super literal, and I have met people like that, and they are infuriating to me. That I'm like, you can't be always 100% literal. You know, you have to think a little bit. But they show that even he's like, I'm done. I'm stir crazy. We're 2 months longer than we ever needed to be down here than what we were, you know, commissioned to do. And everyone's at edge. The doctor, I can't remember his name, but you know, he's being an asshole to everyone. He's pushing everyone.
He's a complete
Yeah.
jackass.
He's like, whatever it takes. And everyone else is just trying to get the job done.
You know
get
who else was in this movie?
Brent.
Spider-Man's landlord.
Yeah. Brent. Yeah. No, I like those guys. I like the two guys that are on the excavation site. And again, I'm not just paying attention to the characters. I'm paying attention to what's going on in the movie. I love the little excavator underwater equipment they're driving. And as a kid, when they disconnected from the track part and turned into a submarine, that's like, oh shit moment as a kid when you're watching this. Like,
Definitely.
and as I'm watching it last night, I can actually see the model that they used.
Oh, very cool.
And I'm just like, holy shit, I love this even more.
Mm-hmm.
Like the underwater cavern with like the magma bubbles popping up and everything. It was so clear and just the colors were popping for me last night. This is another movie that obviously we all three should have watched together. That you could have fed a little bit off of my energy about how much I love this. This is another movie that I can't tell you how many times I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched this movie constantly.
Well, I'm shocked if Kino did this re-release that even the digital copy that was available for purchase, I was only allowed to buy the standard def.
Yeah.
Now, I was allowed to rent the high def on Prime, but it would have been like, I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks. I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
That's
like,
weird.
Yeah, it's like I'll spend the $6 on the SD, but I was like, maybe it was one of those cases where I was like, well, maybe this is they only took the VHS copy, cleaned it up a little bit, and then slapped it on.
That's kind of
like
what the DVD is.
The first Matrix DVD, you know,
Yeah.
where it's like it was just the VHS copy.
The
thrown on disc.
DVD is almost literally the VHS when you watch it. You know,
And it's so
that's why the aspect ratio
you could
is what it is.
kind of tell where it's like there's some really cool miniature work here, and like they're definitely playing in like an aquarium essentially.
Yeah, they built a full studio water tank
Nice.
that they did the whole set. Like that was the other beauty thing of Kino. While I did watch the movie again today, I watched all of the special features, and they had
very cool.
like an hour of special features that I've never seen till today. And it again, like I could turn the movie on right now and start watching it all over again. But yeah,
and I was going in with this mindset as I was watching it, going, "This is a little Charlie watching this, and I can understand certain parts of being a kid watching this, because of like the monster revealing itself, the way
It's
it
just
looks.
glorious.
When
Glory.
they
Oh
are
my
shooting it with
God.
shotguns, it's just loud, it's chaotic, it's all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, this is something that like as a kid I could see really
This
liking.
this monster to this day is probably still my absolute favorite creature design of like a giant monster that possibly could exist. This basically kind of like arthropod crab. So they pulled kind of loosely away from an actual creature that did exist, and it's
Ooh.
called a sea scorpion. But it's like prehistoric. They found fossilized things of it,
Oh, okay.
and they are guesstimating like so far like the largest version they found is like they say it's like 2.5 meters, which I'm guessing is like roughly 7 feet. A meter's 3 feet
Yep.
in my brain.
Give or
So
take, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, so I'm guessing probably about 7 feet long. I'm 6'5". That's pretty freaking big creature
Mhm.
under the water. Which brings up another thing. Pete brought up something in this, asking me why I like this movie. Because he knows I'm claustrophobic. Like this movie does really kind of feel very tight, very closed in.
Well, all
And
these deep sea, even space movies feel the same.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's because you
You're
can't
trapped in a
escape.
tin can,
Yeah.
whether you're under the water or in outer space. You're trapped.
And
Yeah.
in real life, I probably wouldn't do too well in those situations. But
Mhm.
when I'm watching it, because these people can move around on
Mhm.
like inside a cave, it doesn't get me as claustrophobic.
Okay.
But I did hint that there is another fear I have. And I have a fear of the ocean
Oh, just in general.
because there are things out there bigger than me.
Oh, yes.
I
There's
have
always a bigger fish.
but I mean, I get like this intense like anxiety knowing something is out there larger than me, whether it's a gentle whale, whatever. I have a trouble with that. And I've done an aquarium where you go through like a tunnel under the water. That was kind of hard for me to do because
bet.
you've got sharks over top of your
Oh,
head.
so cool.
And it's amazing. And here's the bitch of it, guys. I am so fascinated by underwater exploration. I am so
That's a
fascinated.
love-hate relationship.
It
then.
is. Like I know I could never go do it,
I'll pay
but I
you to
am.
go do that because I don't.
I'll
want
pay
to.
you not to. I will write you another
We're at
check.
a standstill.
I'll pay double. It's
No.
fine.
I mean, you're going to pay somebody else to go do it for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's so weird, but I am so fascinated. Like anytime there's a special on Discovery or National Geographic, and it's something I haven't either seen before or they've discovered like a new like area of the Marianas Trench or something like Bermuda Triangle fascinated me for a long time. It's so weird, but I literally have been to the ocean. I went out to about my knees, turned around, went back on the beach and went, I have now been in the ocean. Done.
At 6'5", you're out there pretty far.
Yeah.
Up to your knees.
You know, that
Up to my
the
neck,
one
I
thing
think.
that they can't explain to you when you do that. Now I'm country boy. Yes, everyone that lives around me goes to Myrtle Beach or Virginia Beach. We never did that growing up. I am not a beach person.
I've
I don't
never
like the
been.
beach. But I have been to Savannah. I forget what the name of the beach is out there in Georgia.
Savannah
And I've
Beach.
also been, I don't know. I've also
Yeah,
been
that
to,
seems good to me.
we'll call it Savannah Beach, Georgia Beach. Let's like peach.
That's right. Right, son of a beach.
But I've also been to Clearwater. So I've been in the Gulf of Mexico. And the one thing that freaked me out the most that no one can explain this to you is when you go out there and the waves are running back and forth, the sand is eroding under your feet if you stand still. So you're like slowly sinking into the sand. And I did not like, no, not cool. Charlie didn't like that at all. Charlie went back and set his ass on the chair.
Well,
and
that's enough of that today.
yeah, and we went fishing in the Gulf. And it was cool till I couldn't see land. And I was like, I don't like this. And then the guy was even like, we're only in like 30 or 40 foot water. You can kind of see the bottom because it's that clear, but I couldn't see land. And I didn't like that. So love-hate relationship. So definitely. So Pete, why don't you let's get some more of you on this. So
Oh.
you've watched this
Yes.
movie.
What was
What's your we'll stick with the beginning. What's your reaction to
Yeah,
how this movie
whose
starts
side
out?
are you on? Not that we often take sides on this podcast,
already
but
said.
you know,
It's already documented.
you know, if you were to choose a side and you were to choose the right side,
I'm leaning more towards Charlie than I less hate it than I like it. What? Anyway, it so it sets itself up pretty well with, it does show you all the players involved, and it gives you their personalities and all this stuff, but I didn't care about any of them. None of them endeared themselves to me, even the leads. I also thought that people were way too pretty. This is a very late 80s, early 90s. We're scientists and models on the weekend or something. I was like,
Oh yeah.
except for Snyder.
heaven's sakes. What?
Hey,
Okay.
don't you give shit to Miguel Ferreira, sir.
I am giving him so much shit already.
All right, R.I.P. Miguel Ferreira.
Right.
We'll always remember you, brother.
So we've seen this played out a number of times. Heck,
It's
we saw
in all of them.
Well, I know. We saw it in the Meg recently. We saw it in
Yes.
Leviathan. It's something happens down below, and you got to go rescue them. The captain sacrifices himself. I'm not sure why. I mean, he was dying, and
He was dead. He
He
even
was-
goes, my
he was-
back is broken.
my back is broken. I am dead. He turns the. he what does he do?
He hits the button to purge to flood the
to flood the cabinet,
Yeah.
cabin, and force the other two ding dongs out who keep trying. These, ladies and gentlemen, these folks can hold their breath for an hour. If you if you watch this movie, boy, they can go underwater for a very long time. And
McBride can.
One-
Yeah,
one of the-
I'll give you that. Yeah.
one of the fun things as a kid, I would
I know what
always. Did you do the same
I
thing?
always did it.
All right,
Always
so
did it.
whenever somebody went underwater, I would go and try to hold my breath as long as those sons of bitches could. I never could
Yep.
because that's fake. God damn it.
Well, because there's cuts, but as a kid, you don't realize that. You think a movie is one continuous thing.
Right. So it doesn't. It's
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm so happy I'm not the only ding dong that ever did.
Pete
we're
passed out.
all stupid.
Pete passed out 3 times trying.
right. Right.
You can't hold your breath as long as Godzilla, son.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
try, damn it.
You'll see.
I'm going to skip past all the scientific malarkey because I love my.
It was made up.
I love me my Toho science, so I'm not gonna bury this movie because of the bullshit that it's all of the garbage science. in
I
it.
will tell you one thing since
Yeah.
you brought that up.
Yeah.
And watching the behind the scenes, they literally go, Cunningham didn't care what we said as long as it sounded cool.
Fair.
McBride literally goes and say, like, this is the guy that played him going,
Yeah.
I literally just tried to see how far I could take it. And I said something like, hurry up and close the Flemishmizer. And it's in the movie. They played the clip and he goes, I've been waiting for years. He goes, I was waiting for someone from the script department to go,
To call
what
you-
did you say?
Didn't
As
care.
long as it sounded exciting, Sean let them say whatever they want. If it sounded halfway legit,
Yeah.
they did it.
And-
So they get
Right,
a pass. They get a pass for
right,
doing it fun.
I think I caught that pretty early on that they were just working their way through it. It didn't
Yeah.
matter to me. Again, I love my Toho science, so I'll give you a pass on all that. There were a couple of mistakes in it that I was like, and I can't remember what the second one was. The first one was after they came out of that chamber that was filling up with water where the captain was.
Yeah.
His slam piece was shivering, so he gave her his coat to wear,
Wet shirt.
which he was wearing so I'm
Yeah.
not sure how that was keeping her warm at all.
Well, you know how scientists are when they think about wet shirts that will, keep other people wet and warm.
I suppose in the Navy your shirts dry instantly when you're in open air.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
they got that special
I-
Navy shirt.
I don't know. I'm not in the
That's right.
Navy. Heck if I
Right.
know. And I can't remember the other one. I think I wrote it down, but I don't have it on me. I have to look through
There's a actual pretty big like plot hole to this entire movie. if you used it, there is no movie, and it's if they were literally down that deep, the escape pod would also have to be pressurized.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the decompression, you would either have to have. Usually, they would have like for deep dive. We don't go down that deep, people.
No.
But for as deep
James
as we
Cameron
can
does.
go, it's still not that deep. But they would have like a mid place, like
Mhm.
a place to connect,
Yes.
or they have something at the surface that they connect to decompress them.
Right. Right.
But with that, there is no movie, there is no
Agreed.
stakes,
Agreed.
and you
Agreed.
have to just let that go. Stop it, Nate. I'm looking at your
I
face.
I think
Stop it, sir.
so. I think the other one that if I remember right, so when the monster came into the chamber, into the ship itself,
Mhm.
that's a different atmosphere in there. It's not the same as he is out there, and
Right.
he would have exploded, I think, or imploded. No, not imploded. He would have exploded.
I don't know how that would have worked.
I
don't know.
That was a
It-
tough one for me to bite.
I don't know if it's something to do with the pressure, but we're also talking about a creature
Right.
that doesn't exist.
Right.
Again,
And
Toho science.
Leviathan, a almost shot for shot movie, does the
Yeah.
same thing. As the creature comes up to the surface, so does this one. I mean, that these two movies are almost identical. I give it to Leviathan because of Ernie Hudson, because I love me some Ernie Hudson.
Here's my thing. Leviathan will get it because it just amplifies the gore and the action. I prefer Deepstar Six's creature, and forever will I have the nostalgia of Deepstar Six being my first movie, so it will always be superior. Nate's dying, and we just keep talking and not let him talk right now, and it's hilarious.
I wish I had seen this as a younger person. Quiet, Nate.
I wish y'all had too.
You'll have your soapbox. It's my turn. I have the keys.
Yeah.
It is my stage. So I really did like the creature. The creature itself was super cool.
Fantastic.
And, oh yeah, it opened up. His face opened up like a blossom.
You guys,
like
do you know?
like
Yeah,
Stranger Things.
like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Kind of Predator-ish with mandibles.
Yes. Mhm.
Do you guys know who did the creature effects for this?
The guy that did the Predator creature.
The guy that did Evil Dead 2 and Phantasm 2 and some of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Well, it's legit. You can see it on the screen. It looks great. And part of my negative of this is the copy I watched. I wish I had seen the copy that you saw, Charlie.
If I had known, I would have
man.
bought you each a copy of it.
It is
I'm
so
serious.
sad. I'm watching this. I'm going, oh, this looks terrible, and it did. It looks awful. And I love me some practical effects, and it just looked like garbage.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can.
Mark Sjostrom. That's the guy that did the special effects. I had to look it up real quick.
I really didn't care for any of the characters. None of them endured themselves to me. They were all very boring. I couldn't look away from the guy with the eyebrows and the blue eyes. I'm like, you're a little.
McBride?
No, not the guy that got bit in half.
Oh,
he had these blue eyes and eyebrows. I'm like, you're way
Richardson.
too pretty. Yeah, you're way too pretty to be on this. To be a deep sea scientist guy.
Yeah.
I thought the doctor who blew up, which was super cool. I thought he was a little aggressive and assholery, but again, they were
they explain it.
Literally under pressure on a number of ways. They were.
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah. They've been down there too long, and they were under a lot of atmospheres. Anyway, I also think that there's another problem with this. I don't remember any of their names except McBride, where his girlfriend always
Collins.
says that she doesn't call him anything but his last name, McBride.
They only all call each other that. You know,
Right.
you had Laidlaw, who was the captain. You had Collins. You had Snyder. You know, that's what it is. Yes, Nate is. I have to paint a picture. Nate is dying over here to say something.
I'm gonna let you're gonna get your time, Nate.
You will
Go
get your time.
Go get a drink.
But guess what? We need to get a commercial in first.
No, I gotta get my one word in.
No, it's commercial break time. No,
James Cameron goes deep on your mom.
Don't go away. It could be a
I've been
grave
saving that for
mistake.
5 minutes, god damn it.
In a world filled
You
with
two wouldn't
bad
shut up!
movies, two men risk it all to bring you a podcast that covers the very worst of cinema.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Join these unlikely heroes as they deep dive into Z movie classics,
I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
cheesy action films,
I will send you to hell. I've been there for 10 years.
badly dubbed Italian horror,
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
right through to modern cinematic catastrophes.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
Dominic Lawton,
Oh, my God!
Can Be Wild,
We have such sights to show you.
are the Bad Movie Cult. Available every 2 weeks wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't let the commercials bug you. We're back.
I decided to throw some love out to our brothers on the
Yeah.
other side of the
Across
pond.
the pond.
Yeah,
So you
very
had to
cool.
cross the ocean. We're somewhere in the middle
Oh.
of
Well,
that.
Charlie's
is-
not going to do that.
I'm not. I don't fly, and I don't like the ocean. I'm
You're
kind of
so much like Mr. T.
I am. I'm landlocked. I don't. I love how we were torturing Nate there. That was
That was a lot of fun.
probably the
I
best
just-
part.
Wanted to get
One
my
joke in.
James Cameron mom joke out. And you guys just kept going.
Because
and
there's so
going.
much to talk about with this movie.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
You know what? It's
I don't
fine.
even really know what Pete just said. I can't wait to listen to
I
the
know.
episode
I know.
because I think I blacked out wanting to talk about your mom and James Cameron.
And unfortunately, because Nate doesn't have any, go with this movie, we don't get Nate mom in this one. So
Yeah, that's the unfortunate
Aw.
part. I can't even call my mom to ask her what she
You need
thinks
to
of
set
this.
that
'cause
up again.
She has never seen this movie. Well, here's the problem. The next month are nothing but movies my mom has not seen.
Oh, well.
yeah.
Yeah. We
But
did
you know,
bad.
we in moderation. You can't have too much of a good thing.
But you know what? If we get a good one,
Well,
we're gonna
no.
call my Nana next.
You
Yeah.
can never get enough of your mom. Or I can
Boom.
or
Like
Nate's mom.
James Cameron.
Just like James Cameron. Love it. Love it. So anyway, I feel like they set up the characters perfectly at the beginning. We get what they are. So let's just jump into the meat and potatoes of what makes this movie fantastic, boys. And that
Ugh.
is Snyder does the biggest screw up on the
Dude.
history of the planet.
There's-
Snyder
My other
screws
problem
everything.
that's my other problem with this movie is that he is way too he screws
Stupid.
everything up all the time. It's his fault the whole time through.
Oh, everything
And
is Snyder's
He
fault.
cannot make a good decision, including killing himself later when he knows damn well that he's going to kill himself.
Let's just go. Let's just go, guys. Come on. No,
he even says hits the launch button and knowing damn well that he's going to die. Man, whatever, dude.
It's like what you were saying in the group chat where he basically had like space psychosis, where he's just
Space madness.
Space madness. So yeah, it's
Stimpy. I have space
But
madness.
They even give him a shot to cure the space madness a little bit, to
that was
calm
just to
him
calm
down.
him down.
They gave
But
him a
that
Valium.
just seemed to launch him
Little mama's
into
little helper
pure
there.
madness.
So he needed a little bit more,
He needed a
it's
double
fine.
shot.
Yeah. But so Snyder sets off nuclear warheads
Right, because he
underwater.
takes everything literally.
Exactly.
And it was an aggressive force of nature.
To be
that-
fair,
It was aggressive.
Ugh.
That's the beauty of it, though. I love it. Is because he has an excuse for everything.
Right.
I'm
She
just
said
glad-
aggressive.
Red Foreman killed this guy. All right.
So you said he takes everything literally. I have a guy at work that does take everything literally.
Mm.
And I told him, it's like, okay, so you need to put this ticket in, and you need to say that you need to reserve a new IP for, and then I point at this number to this MAC address.
Yeah.
So he types in, please reserve a IP address for this MAC, when I meant insert said address into the ticket.
He literally typed
He
this
literally
Mac.
He
this
would have
MAC,
killed you
and
if
then
you were in Deepstar 6.
the person on the other end of this ticket pings me and says, "What is wrong with your boy? This is a mess of a ticket." Like, "Oh, let me look at this ticket. Oh my God. All right." So he literally wrote exactly what I said. There are people like this in the world, folks.
And now you have a term. You can say he has sea madness.
Now he has, yes, he has sea madness.
Sea madness.
You've got to be careful with how you tell people to do certain things. And if you are said follow procedure and you don't think about what procedure is, when you don't think it, I hate to say outside the box, but for heaven's sakes, yes, you need to think about the consequences surrounding said procedure, and then you can flag it and say, we need to change it.
I think the biggest flaw for everything is that they somehow thought that having the nuclear football down there with them, that anyone can type in the instructions and hit the fire button. Because I've seen action movies. That's not how that's supposed
It's usually
work.
two guys and they're on the other side of the room, right?
They both turn a key.
Yeah,
and
that's how it's supposed to work.
Click.
Click. And you type in a very complicated password that has to be told to you over the phone or the walkie-talkie.
Right.
Oh, in this case, it would definitely be walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie, and then you can. So I feel like there would be a lot more checks and balances to setting off nuclear warheads.
Explosion, right?
And then because of this, it basically messes up what Deepstar Six is what they're in, is the structure that they're residing in is called the Deepstar Six. So this explosion rocks Deepstar Six and causes its nuclear reactor to start leaking and lose its coolant. And Snyder's going to be in the Guinness World Records of causing 2 nuclear explosions in one day.
What an impressive feat, honestly.
Bravo, sir, bravo. So we get the disaster part. This movie's like half disaster movie, half creature.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, that's fair. Yep.
But we've talked about this in other movies. There has to be stakes. There has to be something pushing them to the next thing.
But they make a comment. One of them does. I can't remember who. Of like, can't we just leave the missiles behind? It's not like anyone's gonna dive down here and steal them.
Snyder said that. He goes, what? Because he's ready to leave. They're like, let's book it. 3 people have died. Let's get out of here. 2 from the creature, and then Laidlaw got crushed. So he's like, let's book it out of here. But they have to secure. And he's right. Who is going to come down there and steal?
The Russians, because it's 1989 and Rocky hasn't defeated them just yet.
Nate's not wrong.
He's not. This was literally
this is Cold War era. Yeah,
this is what they were doing. It was all stuff for
they were stealing our nuclear missiles on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
right.
They were scanning the ocean floor with their red Soviet of James Cameron to find the bottom of the missiles.
They were in Deepstar Scythe, or sickle, Deepstar Sickle.
And Soviet Russia.
Hey man,
James Cameron's mom deeps you.
Oh jeez.
And isn't that one guy technically Russian, the guy that gets rent from Parker in the Spider-Man
I think
movie?
so.
Pretty sure. He might be from around the area. We're not 100% sure. But now we've got, so now it's no longer we're going to run out of air. We have even less time because now there's a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah, what was it, like 4 hours or something like that?
Yeah, 4 hours. They figure out how to bypass. A lot of this is all cliche. If you watch enough sci-fi,
there's a time limit. They
always a time limit. How do we escape the aliens when we go through this tunnel? How do we fix the ship so we can decompress? We bypass an air valve. And someone has to go outside the ship. Always someone has to go outside.
That happens. Exactly. That's what Kristen, what's her face from Underwater did. I mean, she went outside, didn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. It's in all the underwater
And space movies.
Hell,
Everyone has to go
Jaws
outside.
3. They
Yeah,
went out. They had to go outside in Jaws 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man.
always got to either go under the water,
Yeah.
outside the boat, outside something. So then
Jaws
they
3,
send.
they just didn't have to go to the amusement park and they'd be fine.
You're right. You're
Oh,
100%
Jaws 3.
That's all they had to do.
I saw that in theaters in 3D.
Do you
So-
have this? Do you have the glasses still?
I
like
do
you do
not.
With Freddy?
It was blue. I do remember it was
Oh.
blue. It was a blue and red
The blue and red
glasses.
ones.
I don't have them anymore.
Damn.
I have
So-
my Nightmare 6 polarized lenses though.
There you go. So they send Richardson out, and now picture yourself as 13-year-old Charlie watching this movie. As you've said, there's some
13-year-old
deaths.
Charlie is taller than I am right now.
Yeah. So there's been some deaths. There's been some stuff that I've seen in like action movies. Honestly, what I've seen in Godzilla movies too. You
Mhm.
know, there's quite a few monster movies that the monsters show up more towards the end
Sure.
than at the beginning. So we're kind of used to this. So I'm watching this movie, and they send Richardson in. You know, there's something out there, not quite Jaws music, but man, something always makes you think it's Jaws. You know, the way they do the orchestra and the music notes.
Mhm.
And they pull Richardson up, and he is terrified. And once again, Snyder stops pulling him up to make some kind of comment to him, knowing the guy can't hear him through that suit, because they make that point that
It's
he can't
'cause
hear them.
Snyder epically fails at
Everything.
everything.
Terrible.
And the guy screams, and I'm watching this movie, and Snyder keeps pushing that joystick up to lift the suit out of the water. And that realization it's only half of a suit. Because when I watched this movie, I never got to see the cover till later. So this was in those VHS rental boxes, you know, the brown. Ours were the brown ones with the texture.
Sure.
So I see half a dude, and I'm talking, it's still burned in my mind. The guts and entrails hanging
It's great.
as it's like craning across the screen, and I'm glued to the television at that point. You see the mandibles of the creature, and it comes down. And then when they are trying to close the flimblelager, which is what McBride calls it,
Right.
seeing that tail come out of the hatch as it goes into that room with them, I'm glued to the television, boys. You couldn't tear me away from this movie with a crowbar. And then the fight, and then it takes down the other girl, and I don't remember her name. Sucks her down underneath. And so like people are just being picked off. Snyder freaks out, leaves them locked in that room. The doctor finally comes in, lets them out. They have that other humanizing moment that Snyder's freaked out. You know, you got to give him a little bit of like, yeah, you just saw something that would mess anyone up.
He's completely he's in shock. I mean, it's not PTSD at this point. It is utter shock.
It's shock.
His brain cannot process what's going on, which is why he keeps screwing up.
Right.
Because he can't form it, the points in his brain are not connecting.
So I'm watching this, and I'm in, and then they do the armor. You know, they all arm up. You know, so they get shotguns that they have there. Which, why do you need shotguns? Maybe for the Soviets that Nate's hung up on.
When the Soviets come,
shotguns,
and they have their Soviet sharks that they ride in on. You got those shark harpoon thingies that inflate you.
Shotguns in a fancy bathysphere is probably not your best.
Probably not the first weapon I would choose to arm them with.
No.
You know, I would have figured like harpoon guns, you know, went that route. So they do that, and we get the cool
bounce off of
the cool kind of foreshadowing with the air spears. When she hits the seat that Snyder's sitting in. These are expired. They're no good. She pops that son of a bitch behind him. I love it. I guess it's okay.
Oh, he's such a douche.
And so they go back in because they didn't hook up the air, because otherwise they still can't get out. And then, still glued to this television, I'm seeing McBride under the water. You're wondering where this thing's going to pop up. They all unload Predator style on a poor little strobing light. And I love that little, you know, I don't think they did it on purpose, but I can't, just imagine the jungle disappearing in Predator when they unload all the guns.
Mow down an acre of jungle. Right?
But this time they mow down an acre of water.
It just splashes everywhere. and that creature pops up out of the water again, and I'm like, yes. And then the doctor backs into Snyder with the pole, and his chest explodes.
awesome.
That shocked me.
So good.
Because when it happens, it's like he gets poked with it. He kind of like
He turns.
Yeah. And it's just like, all right, well, it inflated the seat, and then his chest just explodes. It's like, oh shit.
Like
Oh
through the
shit.
shirt, his heart is gone. As a kid, that is probably one of the most graphic things I can remember. Now, I had seen my first horror movie that I was not allowed to watch, that I did at a neighbor's, was Chopping Mall. I remember the head exploding on that.
Yes.
But that was more like pop, like pink mist. This it exploded and it's hanging off of them. And then they up it even more as Snyder's literally losing his grip with reality. He sees the doctor in his mind.
Yeah.
And all that stuff's hanging off his chest, covered in blood. And I'm now watching it in the most perfect way on high def last night, going, oh my God, this is glorious. This, like, everyone needs to rewatch Deepstar 6 in high def and relive this movie again. And it's awesome. And I am totally glued into it. And, and so this movie, kind of follows the same, McBride goes out, which is basically like what Bishop does when Bishop goes to get the ship and aliens to pilot it down.
Yeah.
So McBride goes and gets the other DSRV that's down there. That's basically like a mini sub. And, you have the doctor and Collins who are trying to get things ready, trying to keep Snyder calm, and Snyder loses it and goes, which I think that's just before McBride goes up, but I can't not talk about Snyder getting into the escape pod and the
Dooming
next
everyone.
Nate, I think this is probably one of the only parts you like.
So, no. Like, this is where the section started to actually pick up for me in the movie because, things were happening. I was pretty shocked when, he decides to just press the button and launch himself to the surface. And even having the one woman who's trying to stop him almost get chopped in half.
Almost get cut in half.
Yeah, that's right.
Because she's so desperate to stop him. And then when he leaves, all that water starts to flood. And I do believe it's like, all right, the ocean's now coming into Deepstar 6.
You've like,
I truly do believe that effect they're using.
Because it's an escape pod. No one should be in Deepstar 6
at that point.
So why would you put anything there to stop the water?
And the fact that she's like, well, he's already dead. Because, McBride's like, he doomed us. He doomed us all. He gets out. And she's like, nah.
I'll kill him. I will kill that guy.
That's what it was. And she's like, no, like, he's already dead. And then we get the camera of seeing what he's going through. And it's like a trickle of nose bleeding.
You know
and
how
then,
they did
like,
that?
A vein bursting. How they do it?
So the nose gag. They said because he's not wearing glasses, that's where they would usually hide the tube. He's not wearing anything. And they were trying to figure out how to do it and not look like a fake nose or something, because he'd have to wear it the whole movie. Miguel Ferreira goes, fill my nose up with blood, turn me upside down, and then turn me back the other way.
Ugh.
So they film it with him upside down. They put like half an ounce of blood up in his nasal cavity. And then when he's turned back the other way, it comes out of his... So the guy during the interview, they were talking about that. He goes, I don't usually always watch these movies. He goes, but I watched this one recently. I couldn't remember how I did it. And I went, this is basically the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And he had to rewind and watch it 3 or 4 times before he remembered. He's like, that's right. Miguel let us turn him upside down to fill his nose up, and then turn him right side up so it would just come right out of his nose.
Oh, so good.
Everything else was bladder effect, which you can kind of tell, which is gorgeous.
It really is.
There is no point where you're like, oh, I can see the outline of the balloon or the prosthetic. To me, it still looks like it's his skin bubbling, but that nose gag sells everything.
It's
that comes
delicious.
Up after.
It really, that's a great scene. And it's so gory and uncomfortable. And you think to yourself, God, you know better than this, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He should.
he did it anyway, but he's got the spaceman as the sea
And I
madness.
will break your heart slightly. It was not filmed, but they did create a fake Miguel head, and he was supposed to go scanners.
I was waiting for that to happen because, like, they have the blood start to, pierce through his skin, through like where his veins are in his hand. It's through his ears.
It's his ears, eyes.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a scanner's
you're
moment.
waiting for that moment to just the pop, and instead we get the camera cut away with the blood splatter onto the wall, which was still a great effect.
To me, I still think that's probably the more correct way to go, because who could say that maybe as real as all of that lead up was, that the head popping looked way too fake, because even
I also
in
feel like his
Scanners-
whole body would just go.
But
It
even
would've-
in Scanners, there's a moment where the guy's head looks plastic, and then it explodes, which is funny now.
I don't care.
I don't
care.
either. I love that scene.
Yeah. Bring it on.
But I love that how Miguel's looked so realistic, and then the camera cuts to basically just to the side of his head and that blood splatter on the wall. Again, guys, remember, I'm 13 years old watching basically probably the first gory movie I've ever experienced, and I see that. I mean, that's just oh shit, and that happens. And then the movie kind of takes this moment where the doctor has to basically fight the creature at the end, and McBride and Collins get into the DSR. The doctor's pinned. There's no way she's getting out.
She's using defibrillators to try to hit
electrify
the
it, shock
and
it.
then
Now,
eventually she just makes that ultimate sacrifice of bringing it
Down in the
down
water.
into the water,
I'm not
killing
sure if
her, and
that's
hoping that
how
it would
it works.
shock it.
well, so
I don't care. I don't.
this
care.
was
I don't
supposed
know
to be
I don't
C
care.
defibrillator rules.
I think there's
Well,
a breaker on it. Or
there's usually a
fuse.
breaker,
Yeah.
but actually I think they did this in Deep Blue Sea. They try to electrocute the shark. The one girl gets out of her wetsuit.
Why
and
haven't we done
stands on
Deep
it.
Blue Sea, fellas? Oh
We
my
will.
We just need to do Deep Blue Sea,
We will.
guys. We
It's
keep
on the
talking
list.
about it.
It's on the list. But
I want this movie so bad.
so she drops it, and they now have to decompress, and everything's calm. That's because this was supposed to be the end of the movie.
Oh,
She was actually supposed to kill the creature, and then the creature basically gets blown up in the station as McBride and Collins gets out.
and then everybody dies or something. Or?
So they get out. They
okay.
leave. The ship decompresses.
So the pretty boy and the pretty girl get out.
They still live at the end, but the creature is supposed to blow up with the station.
But then they saw Leviathan, and they said,
So,
"Okay, let's bring it to
No,
the surface."
Leviathan came out later.
Oh, okay.
This is first,
They got
gentlemen.
the script to the Leviathan and went, "Oh, that's what those guys are doing. We're gonna do it too.
I think
We'll
it's
beat
the
them
other way
to
around.
it."
They saw
Anyway.
the abyss, and they said, "Oh, it comes to the surface."
Ah,
So-
so then they saw the land humans of the sea.
Well, here's the finale for.
Okay,
for-
Charlie,
for
lay
me.
it on me, baby.
As I said beginning, I was saving something. So
Yes.
13-year-old Charlie, once again, watching
boy.
this movie, has
Love
no clue about tropes, about things I should know is getting ready to happen.
Right.
And so I see the monster die. I see the entire, base blow up. They go up on the water, the blue sky. They open up the hatch. They set the raft out. Collins gets out. Dad looks at me and goes, "It was a good movie, wasn't it?" As all this is happening. And I'm
Oh,
like, this
Dad's
is
in.
awesome. So I stand up thinking the movie's, because again, there's no post-credit scenes. There's no nothing I know of. I get up and I am probably a foot away from the television. Unbeknownst to me, Dad had turned the volume up on the
I
TV.
love your father. This is awesome.
And that creature breaches and jumps up out of the water with that roar. Scared the ever-living shit out of me. I jumped a foot. My dad is laughing his ass off. And
Go,
now
Dad.
I'm trying to comprehend what's going on. Like, the monster's not dead. And now I'm back in the movie watching the arm try to tear McBride apart.
Yeah.
Then they pop the gas tank. She's floating off to the side. He sets it on fire, and then it explodes. And I am glued on adrenaline watching the end of this movie. and then McBride pops up.
Little
Everything
bit
happens.
in your boxers.
Probably. I wore tidy whities at that age.
Yeah, we all did.
Those were Hanes, boys,
Mhm.
but Fruit of Looms or something. But anyway, I see that, and now I see McBride pop up, and I look at Dad going, "Don't you do it." He's like, no, it actually is done. And I didn't believe him, and I watched through half the credits.
Don't you believe your father?
Then the credits stopped, and I was just like, greatest movie monster watching experience you could. My dad knew what he was doing, and it was a master stroke. Never will it work again, but never has it been so perfectly executed that I had no idea, and I am standing up. I'm like, I got to watch this
Well done,
insane
Dad.
R-rated movie with my dad. It's, I'm not really supposed to watch it, but I did, and that son of a bitch scared the shit out of me. And I never put two and two together till probably a year or two later from now.
Yeah.
That ending with the monster jumping up is an homage to Jason as a kid popping up at the end of Friday the 13th. It's
Sure is.
almost shot for shot, sound beat for sound beat. When he pops up and reaches over, it's almost identical. And I'm like, that's even better for me now. But that moment is seared into my brain, and is why Deepstar 6 is the greatest underwater monster movie
I love this. I love it that
that
your
is
dad
great. Now-
got one over on you. This is amazing.
Liam
What a great
wasn't so
story.
scared of horror movies. I say you'd pass along the tradition to him.
I probably I would
just need to find a way to pull it off.
I'd have to pay for therapy.
Did your dad pay for therapy?
No,
No,
we had to tough it out, gentlemen, and that's why I am the way I am now. But yeah, I mean, there's no other way to experience this movie, and it's why it has stuck with me for so long. So, gentlemen, that is Deepstar 6. Let's get into the things, and we'll let Nate talk a little bit more, maybe.
Oh, no.
Don't
over here.
You're fine. Here we go. Raining seawater.
Ew.
Gross.
It's a low body count, folks.
Yeah. Kind of expected.
They were quality, except for one. They were quality kills.
Yeah, so with these type of movies, we've learned that when there's only so many actors, there's only so many body kills.
That's all you can do. Yeah.
So yeah, it's 9 people die in this movie,
which is respectable for the
11
crew.
people in the movie, 9 people die.
Yep. And I think most of the kills work for me. 2 are off screen.
Yeah.
And one is a hero moment.
The brunette that got killed underwater.
Yeah, it's kind of off screen, but man, there's some good like blood bubbling up,
billowing up. But it's like, it was a little sad.
Yeah. Also, this out of all the movies, I don't know if I said it, it had the lowest budget of all of these movies coming out. So they spent their money wisely and
I think so.
effectively, is my opinion. But all right, well, with 9, let's pick our favorite out of the 9.
Yeah.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Nate, I'm going to start with you, Bubba.
All right. So I think for me, it is going to be the dude that gets chopped in half by the monster.
Yep.
Just because it is a really great effect of having the top part still dangling there. We haven't seen the monster just yet, and the red ooey gooiness dangling behind him.
Oh, and they get a close up of it too.
Yes, like they make sure
the
it
camera
swings
zooms
towards
right
the camera.
It's the cover of the VHS for a reason.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
totally.
Like it's clearly iconic for a reason with that. So that is my kill of the week.
Awesome. Pete, hit me, brother.
The doctor backing up into the Bubble-rama stick pokey thing.
The Bazooka Joe bubble gum.
right. I thought it was wonderful. It was like, did you really back up into that? And he looks around at Snyder and says, did I just back up? Boom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it was fast. And there's no okay, so we're gonna poke a couple of holes in you to expire the gas. Nope.
I mean,
you're done. You're done, son.
Just in the filmmaking, the prosthetic of that thing going off, that had to be an experience. I'm sure squibs are just little tup 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 coming out of your shirt. This was like your chest.
Yeah, it was half his chest blowing up.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, it's, we did have the Jesse Ventura in Predator where his whole chest explodes. This was what I feel like was more of, we actually are seeing the doctor move around as the explosion happens. So it's like a full-on apparatus he's wearing that goes off, and he sells it. I mean,
as far as this is a lot more reality than maybe than maybe Big Trouble in Little China might be for exploding people.
Plastic pieces of flesh hitting everyone, no blood, a lot of steam and air coming around. Well, I think
all right, Charlie,
we normally like to hit all the same, but I feel like you guys have hit the 2 high points. I got to hit the 3rd high point, and that's Snyder exploding.
Those are the 3 most iconic kills.
These are the 3 kills for Deepstar 6, and worth it. I mean, totally. I don't care if Nate was bored. You still got to experience these kills in this movie when the movie finally
those parts
ramps
were great.
Yep.
So and before we get into the rating, as we were just talking about, who the stunt coordinator was on this movie?
Kane Hodder, wasn't it?
Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. So and they did an interview. They did an interview with him, and he actually said that most of the cast wanted to do most of their own stunts.
Oh, neat.
So 90% of what you see is the actors. Like McBride under the water, he goes, the only thing that really was stunt doubles was when things were falling around and it's you can't control anything really closely, but anything else that was a little bit more controlled, all of the actors and actresses wanted to do their own stunts.
Nice.
And it really helps sell a movie. And I agree. I love it whenever I feel like I just watched the doctor with the prosthetic on him blow up, or McBride coming up out of the water, however that works. All right, boys, let's rate Charlie's favorite underwater monster movie.
You say will be an attack on Charlie.
Any number rating that I deem unsuitable.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
I own a machete, so let's keep that
I
in
got
mind,
one somewhere in this house. I don't know where it's at.
I hit it when I got your shovel.
You could have. Also, I hope if anyone breaks into the house, they don't find it before me.
Screw it, Nate. You go first. Get us out of the way. Yeah, God.
I don't want to do this, but I'm sorry, Charlie. It's a 4 out of 10. I did not like this movie.
Oh my God,
at all. Like those 3 kills are great. The last 30 minutes was actually entertaining.
But all that gets is a 4 when the last is entertaining and the kills are amazing.
When a movie is an hour and 40 minutes and 30 minutes actually catch my attention, there's a problem. There's a big time problem. I can only compare this movie to itself. Obviously, it is hearkening to Alien, the first one.
Yeah.
Where, you have a crew
most movies do now
experiencing, horror.
Yeah.
I think this movie highlights everything that Alien gets right that this one does not. Like Pete says, aside from McBride, because you just keep hearing his name getting screamed at Snyder, you really don't know who anyone is. The guy that gets chopped in half.
Yeah.
I don't know
You've
who he is.
seen it more than I've seen it once. I just don't remember their names.
And I was just like, I don't care. Like that whole hour setting up felt like I was just watching people at their job, which was exactly what we were doing. And I hated it. I was like, this is the most boring reality television show ever. I am just watching people going clickety click click
auto
click.
shop.
Yeah, like I might as well be watching the security footage and just me going, well, eventually something's gonna happen.
Nate's the guy in the van. Nate's the guy in the van in the FBI. He's always the guy in the van.
Yeah, like if I was the guy in the van, I'd fall asleep because I'm like, guys, I am bored. I told you not to put me on this job. I would fall asleep. The cocaine deal will go down. They will get away. It'll be 4 hours. I will wake up with drool and pizza on my chest going, shit, this isn't going to be good.
All right. Well,
You don't
that's all
need
the
to be on a
airtime we
stakeout to
need.
wake up with drool and pizza on your
Yeah.
shirt.
Right.
You
Apparently,
don't
that's
drool
what you
when you
did all
sleep
night.
sometimes when you nappy nap.
Sometimes. Well, that's all the airtime Nate needs tonight. So, Pete,
I like it.
Pete, what are you rating this bad boy?
Leviathan did it better. It's not a bad movie. I'm pretty sure if I had seen it in the theater when it first came out, I would have a better love for this film because I think there's a lot of nostalgia that this could drum up. But since this was a first time watch for me, I wasn't as bored as Nate, but I was a little bored. But it is a movie, and I think this is a nice gateway horror movie for young people. There isn't nudity in it, which I will never understand why it's okay to watch somebody's head get blown off. Why that is better than seeing a pair of boobs. I don't.
They didn't wear bras in this movie, though. You got to give them credit for that.
I pointed that out.
In the sea, bras can't hear you lift.
I can't hear you perk up. Anyway, it's a 6.5. It's a movie.
Fair.
It is worth watching. It is not something you need to put at the top of your list, but you could do a lot worse than watching.
Yeah, you could do. Well, no, I gave it a higher rating, but last week's movie of Doomsday. So like Charlie's 0 for 2 for me now recently. I'm sorry, Charlie.
I don't know what to do with you, man.
I don't know what to do with you right now. Okay. Poor Pete. He's stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Pete
am
enjoyed
I a
Doomsday.
Charlie Nate sandwich?
Yeah, he gave Doomsday
am
a 6.5.
I the delicious nougat in between?
You
Charlie
are.
and Nate?
You are the
little
creamy center.
Newton.
Pete's the creamy
I wasn't
center.
here last week to hear all that. Oh
No, but you got
you
your
would have been the
review.
savior. You
I
would have
did
done the
get my 2
same
cents
exact
in, though.
thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like that movie either.
It was okay. Anyway.
It exists.
Charlie, it's your turn. Is this a 10 for you, sir?
So if I did what I normally do and I go off of what 13-year-old Charlie done, this would have been it.
Sure.
This would have been the greatest of all. I will take off my rose-colored glasses and actually look at this movie because you are correct. I think Leviathan got a lot more correct than Deepstar 6 did. Even though I want to flip the characters, I've never really been a huge fan of the Leviathan creature. And it was because it was absorbing the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's more of an alien thing to me than underwater. And I think it would have worked just a lot better just being a creature attacking people.
Okay.
But it works. I mean, it had some great gore and stuff in that movie. But Deepstar Six's creature will always put it above all others as far as I'm concerned.
That's hard to argue.
It's a killer freaking crab type creature that when you look at it, just the eye placement, the structure, it was thought through. Like you would believe this was underwater.
Anatomically, it appeared to be correct.
It worked really well.
It kind of has like an alligator vibe to it as well.
It's
one of those like, God, why did you wait so long to like, especially from this being the director of Friday the 13th? That's really what baffled me.
Why?
Know?
Because they don't show the killer in Friday the 13th till the end of the movie.
The very end of the movie.
Yeah, but people die throughout the
people die throughout Deepstar 6.
Yeah, but in like the most boring way possible.
Oh, right. So an arrow through someone isn't boring.
That guy gets, chopped in half. It's like, I don't care.
Laidlaw getting crushed is still pretty shocking when it happens because that thing does act like it comes down with some force. You hear the crack. I'll give you this. The 2 guys that die in the submarine, it's off screen. It kind of sucks.
It's just like, whatever.
I'd have loved to have seen like even part of the submarine.
Like that's where you get like a tease of the creatures. That's when you're supposed to do your little
What's
happening
point there. You
but
should
we
have seen a little bit of the creature there. Yep.
We do get. I don't think we should have. I think because it would have ruined what we really got when he popped up through and bit the guy in half. We did get perspective of the creature as it's underwater, as it's doing things. So it's not like there's no chance there's a creature. We do know there's a creature.
The other thing, this movie can't, due to its location and the creature has to make it aboard Deepstar 6. they can't do like what Alien does, where it's hunting them from room to room. Because from the very first room, they instantly establish, close the door and just hope it holds.
And
then
what it is, they have to go back in.
They have to go back in. Yeah.
Right.
That was good writing.
That's
That was
kind of where like the movie's own location for me is where it was suffering. It was hindering itself.
They said the guys
Unfortunately.
that created the creature effect was never fully put together, but fully put together was a little over 20 feet long.
And that's the other thing.
When when they showed up on set, they went, "How is this thing supposed to hide in here and be believable?"
Yeah, like that thing is so big, so it makes sense that you have to put it in a giant room, and only a giant room, you know.
But the way they filmed this, you don't get the sense that this is a tiny room. Apparently, the set was real small, and so they had to get creative with shots and building tension with Cunningham on how do you hide the creature till that pop up. And this is after he bites, because that's easy. He's coming up out of the airlock, bites the guy. Now that it's in there, how do you hide it? How do you give that tension of the hunt? And I think they did really well with it for the size that the creature's supposed to be. I still haven't given my score yet.
Right. We're waiting.
But another thing about this movie that
it's going to take an hour before it happens, Pete. That's just
if you
don't
shut up, Nate,
gave me
Charlie will never be able to give his rating. Good
two
God,
times. I've had over 2-hour episodes because of you knuckleheads. Okay? All right? And
I'm just saying an hour needs to go by of nothing happening.
And
then he gets to give his score.
I refused Nate to make Demolition Man a 2-parter, and now it is our fastest downloaded episode ever.
Hey,
in 1 week.
I'm a dumbass, all right?
Yeah. So get back in your airlock. All right? I have stuff to say.
I'm ejecting.
I just pushed you through the decompression. You're Snydered. I just Snyder cutted you, damn it.
Decompress.
Great. Now it's going to be 4 hours that leads to absolutely nothing.
I'm going to drink a beer for Nate.
Thank you.
Charlie, what is your rating, for heaven's sakes?
So I'm going to go, this is an 8. This is an 8 because I still enjoy the hell out of this movie, even without the nostalgia there. I still really enjoy it. Watching it last night, I fell back in love with it because I've finally seen it in widescreen on high def. And it made me remember that it was about this age that I fell in love with special effects.
Nice.
Like
yes.
The model making.
I am jealous you got that.
The miniatures. There's another movie that I've always remembered that had that same thing for me, and that's Robot Jocks. Was just this, how knowing that the jocks were miniatures and they still make it feel so
They're
huge.
giant. Yeah.
Jaegers running around and all of the sets and stuff. And McBride in this movie basically is the guy from Megaforce for me also in this. You know, he's got that same look, that same feathery hair. Even if it's wet, it's still doing what it needs to do.
He's too pretty to be. Anyway,
I don't know.
It's your soapbox, Charlie. I apologize.
Well, I mean, this is my monster movie. This one
Great.
will always be.
I love it.
And it's an 8 all day long. I will watch this forever, especially now with the version I have. And it's glorious.
It might have been a 7 for me. It had been a better version, quite frankly.
I would love
a
throwback one day of Pete going, I got a better version of it, and seeing what you actually think. I would even be willing, I bet it would bump Nate up at least one whole score.
Maybe half.
No,
Maybe.
I bet
No, because it gets 3 points per death. And I'm just going to give it another point just because, I guess.
9 people died, though, Nate.
Yeah, but those,
he's dividing it by
aside
3.
from those 3, those other ones are pretty pointless. Even Scarpelli, like when she falls in the water, she just falls in the water.
So did you just remember a name that you said? I don't even remember anyone's name.
Is that her name? Brunette?
Yes,
I had to
she was my girlfriend.
Independent movie database it.
Okay, let's move on.
You didn't lead with that.
I think Nate's gone bye-bye.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should let Nate do his trash review.
I got a good trash review.
Damn it! I don't want to hear trash
I'm a
review.
trash man. I
I've
come
heard
out,
Nate's trash
I
review.
throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage, and then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, going to be a disaster.
I'm sorry that once again Nate has the correct opinion and
No.
the right opinion on the show. I don't know
You
why
forget.
this keeps happening. I don't
You
understand.
forget that Charlie edits this.
Mhm.
Say whatever you want, sir.
It could or could not get into the final
It may
product.
not.
Nate, what'd you think of this movie? I give it a 7.5.
Yeah, you'll take like other audio clips of me.
Yeah. From completely different episodes, and it's always a slightly different. You'll sound like a speak and say when I'm done with you.
7.5 groovy.
Exactly.
All right, this comes from Matthew Poole back in 2021. He gave it 1 out of 10. Said it was awful. Avoid. Boring and uneventful. Just boring. Boring, boring, boring. Watch anything else. So honestly, he and I were on the same page. I gave it a little bit more credit than he did, but you know, the ball is in our park.
No.
I don't like reviews like that because he
I don't
didn't say
either.
why it was boring or why it
Right.
bored him.
If you don't like something, give a
I'm-
reason.
Right. I gave
gave
a
my
reason.
reasons.
I gave a reason for Q why I didn't like it.
I gave a reason for Thirst. I mean,
yes,
yeah.
you did.
I gave a
and you
reason
did-
for Deepstar 6.
No,
No, you
you didn't.
I gave plenty of reasons. Boring characters, nothing happens. Like, it's just not good.
How generic can you be? He can't even formulate sentences on his why it doesn't like
I
it.
never can formulate sentences. That's my thing.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
It's like what I do.
Like I just said, I am the one that edits this, so I am well aware.
I'm the one that had to sit here watching a movie about people just talking about their job for an hour.
Nate's not entirely wrong.
You could just go back and watch Cutie Honey
just
again. It's fine.
lean
No, I don't want to do that.
Charlie, oh, Cutie Honey's great. Oh, wait till next February.
All
I
right.
gotta remind him. Why?
I'm
'Cause you
reminding
made me
our
mad.
loving audience that February is around the corner.
Do I get PTO time on this podcast?
Nope. Not even a little bit.
You should get PTSD time after I get.
I
done
already
next February.
do.
Nate's trying to cause 2
Like
nuclear
when it's
explosions this
Thursday
episode.
and it's like 6:25 and my eye starts twitching because I'm like, oh great, I gotta talk to these two about this movie. What am I gonna do?
I can't wait till we find a movie that he absolutely loves and we hate.
Agreed.
I cannot wait for that. I can't wait for him to be on the other
Impossible.
side
I have
of this.
fantastic taste.
Right. Okay.
You're a fan.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Check out my letterbox. It's great. Paddington Bear, 5 stars. You're
Really?
It is. It's a great movie. Watch Paddington Bear. Come back.
No.
I don't even remember my login.
Oh, you know what? Other sea movies I like are Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
Shut up. All right.
You're not wrong. Though.
Everybody, thanks for checking us out over here on our
I like that Pete's
fantastic.
like, well, he does have points.
Stop it. I'm
point
trying to
there.
get us outro here.
Oh, hi.
Thank you
Oh,
for
okay.
joining us on
Sorry
our
about that.
fantastic Deepstar 6 episode. I was immensely looking forward to this. Thank you, Pete, for all the kind words, and I love that you enjoyed it.
It ain't a bad movie.
There is now an
Says Pete.
opening at Give Me Back My Horror Movies.
Actually, I like the idea of the DVD cover having a quote from Give Me Back My Horror Movies. Pete, it ain't a bad movie.
It's a movie.
There you go. That's the Insta.
No, it's not. This is a
Poster.
fantastic movie. No, we're not doing that. Not doing that.
I can't think no more.
5 stars across the
Charlie, get us out of here, dude.
I'm getting us out of here, everybody. So thank you all for checking us out this week. And please continue along as we have one more creature feature we are going to deep dive into. And I think at this point, I'm going to put this one completely on Nate's shoulders because I haven't seen it. He's not seen it. And if it sucks, I want to blame him. So
You know what? That is fair.
I thought so. That's why I said it.
I am the one that went, hey, this is a movie about giant wasps. We should watch it.
I had never heard of it till you brought
Hey,
it
it's
up.
got
so
Lance Henriksen. We should watch it.
Have I seen this?
You keep saying that every episode, and
every
I love
episode you have said, I don't know if I've seen this or
I
not.
think the last episode you went, I think I've seen it, but I need to rewatch it. And then the episode before that, you went, have I seen this? And now this episode, you've done it.
Well, it's next, so we'll find out on the
I can't
horror
wait.
side.
I kind of want to be there when you watch it, Pete. That way I can see the light bulb go off and you go,
Well,
I've
come
seen
on
this.
over, dude, or I'll come over to your
like, we all
joint.
should watch
whatever.
these movies together. And we do have our action one coming out next week, which is going to be Steel Dawn. And if Nate has anything bad to say about Patrick Swayze in this movie,
Oh no!
Look, man, you
will
can't go
bury
for the
you.
turkey of me having 3 movies of yours I dislike.
I will bury you if you give me bad feedback on.
Hey, I'm excited for the Swayze.
I'm afraid to be on.
I
this
still say we
one,
do
and
Ghost.
We're not going to do Ghost.
We are not doing Ghost.
Why? It's a beautiful story.
I literally will only
Seriously.
do like the last 10 minutes of it.
Oh, that's terrifying. It's scary.
That's right. It's literally a horror movie for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good ending.
Yeah, but it's a really beautiful story because like he was dead and then like he still loved her. And
Blech.
remember when he would say ditto and she would say
Blech.
ditto and Whoopi
Blech.
Goldberg was there and there was that angry guy on the subway who was a ghost.
I almost want to say I'd rather do Footloose.
Oh, is this how I get you guys to do
I
Footloose?
said almost.
Wow.
All right, and if you haven't yet, please go check us out over on YouTube. We have just finished up our Tubi Files episode this month for Creature. So to keep it all in line with our Creature Feature Month, I picked us a movie that none of us had seen, and it's
Indeed.
playing on Tubi. And we actually haven't done it yet, so I can't tell you anything about it.
I don't know if it's good or bad yet because of how we
I
record
wasn't sure where you were going with this because
Yeah.
I ain't
Nope.
watching it yet.
I have zero problem busting ourselves out on here because we record early.
We record Tubi Files on May 15th, which means probably May
Okay.
14th is when I'll watch Creature.
Podcasting is all timey-wimey stuff, so keep up or don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this literally comes out the day after we would have done the live stream. So we'll see how
Oh,
well it
I gotta
goes.
watch this movie.
Go over to YouTube.
No, it's on. Oh, is it YouTube?
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Tubi. I'm an idiot. 'Cause
Tubi.
It's called the Tubi Files. Then you go to YouTube for our show.
Nate.
Oh,
You guys have
jeez.
confused our entire fan base.
All right.
Everyone, please go check us out on YouTube where we host our Tubi Files live stream where we will be talking about the movie Creature. And if you
You
would
remember
like
that
to play
Tubi?
along at home,
Yeah.
you
remember
can
that
watch
moment
Creature on Tubi. Stop talking over my outro.
where I'm not allowed to do the promos because I can't do them?
Right. I don't know why you're trying.
I'm
This
just
is-
saying.
This is confusing me because he literally goes, Charlie, you got to do all the outros because I don't know what I'm doing. And as I'm trying to do it, but there's this thing. John Lovitz is in the room here going, I got
It stinks.
it stinks.
It stinks.
Stop it.
Creature
All
may
right.
stink. We don't know yet.
Trash or treasure? We don't know. We will see how it goes. But if you want to play along, you can watch Creature on Tubi for free. Then check out the chaos you're listening to right now. I don't know why you would, but it's fine.
Charlie, you want to get us out with a good word?
I got to do the
I
good
don't want
word.
the good word.
You have just totally thrown every wrench into this
I'm the
show
Snyder
tonight.
of the episode, and I don't know how I feel about it.
You are totally the Snyder of this.
Oh, that's a thing now. The Snyder.
Yeah,
And
who's
I-
going to be
then-
the Snyder next week?
And then, since you're the Snyder, I'm going to do this. Well, at least Snyder will get his name in the Guinness Book of Records. I mean, causing 2 nuclear explosions in one afternoon has to be some kind of record. Peace, I'm out.
Let's talk about how I get back home.
Wonderful.
This was supposed to be my moment.
It
was your
You did
moment.
good. Yeah, it's not our fault that this episode exploded at the very end, just like the ship.
Like your chest if you were poked with a balloon stick.
Yeah,
Balloon stick?
exactly. A shark balloon stick.
Shark balloon stick.
Is that what you poke sharks with?
I don't know.
Van
Oh,
Gelder.
from
The
the sea.
doctor's name was Van Gelder. It was irritating me that we never said his name.
I don't remember his
Almost
name.
like in the movie, they didn't really do a
Like-
good
like
job
they
of
didn't really-
establishing me
I know-
caring about these
I know
characters.
McGinnis or
See, you don't even know
Dermot or
McBride.
I know McBride, right?
McBride. Well, the dude-
McGinnis is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh,
I thought it was a beer,
No, that's a Guinness without the Mick.
but it's made by Mix, right?
Oh, maybe. They're all Irish.
Well, the Rit guy was Burciaga. The guy with the glasses was Hodges. The other guy co-piloting
There was no
Osborne.
way anyone named Hodges was in this movie.
There was a Hodges. The doctor was Norris. Nate figured out Scapelli, even though he didn't want to admit it.
No, I had to Google it on the IMDb's.
McBride doesn't even have a first name on IMDb. It's literally McBride. But he's the dude from My Two Dads.